Hello everybody, welcome to Take Two Reviews, and we are doing another tier list here, but not just any tier list. No, we're gonna do the ultimate tier list. And we're gonna do the one that's probably gonna make more people mad at us than the other two have. It's time for a
Maybe.
Family Guy character tier list. And I'm joined here by Chris.
Hello.
Are you ready to get people mad at us again?
I'm as ready as I can be.
That's fair. That's fair.
Now, to be fair, there are some characters that we didn't know the name of going into it, but I have written down everybody's name that we don't immediately recognize by face because it's been a while since we've really dived into the show, and some of these characters that are on here are just like, why are they here?
There was
But
there was one specifically that is like, really,
yes,
why are
yeah,
they there?
we will get to that
Yeah.
individual.
But
But
we're gonna do this in order like we always do, and we're gonna get right into this. The categories we have are the greatest of all time. At the top here, pretty good. We thought pretty good, just good. Kind of existed, which means pretty much they were there but didn't really add much. Annoying, so you found annoying, and then of course at the end, the shits. So, we're gonna start right into this. And we start things off with the one and only Stewie Griffin.
Stuart Gilligan Griffin to you.
Is that actually his name?
Yes, this is his full birth name.
Get hell. Okay.
Get it right, you twat.
So where? I'm pretty sure we all know where it has to go, but where do you put Stewie?
So here's the thing I will say right off the bat
Okay.
with some of these characters. Because I will probably have a pretty big target on my back for a take that I will have
Okay.
at some in this video. We are I don't know if we're gonna completely judge it by seasons or what, or just overall character.
I think we'll do our enjoyment of the characters. It's just our
Okay.
opinion. Although no one will be able to fucking remember that in this day and age, but it's our opinion on
Okay, well then it's an easy fucking answer. He is quite simply not just in Family Guy, but one of the greatest characters of all time
it. Yeah,
in
oh
history
yeah.
of television.
He's one of the ones you will know from Family Guy. You know him probably and Peter the most.
Yeah,
I don't think even if we go, but like, because when you think Family Guy, most people, he's one of the main talking points of whatever they do.
I have Stewie pajamas for God's sakes.
Yeah, you can't fucking. I think that's the only place he could have gone, in my opinion.
Yes,
Next up, we have God.
yeah, this is interesting because there's God. It's a big. You're not supposed to take the character too seriously
Yeah,
as the character of God. Now, there's a lot of really fucking weird jokes they've made with the God character,
oh yeah,
and some of it is really funny, and then a lot of it's a really bad taste looking back on it. But I I would put him in the just good category.
is which one?
The just good one, whatever one is,
Oh,
just that.
good. Is
Yeah,
he good or pretty good? So he's good.
just good.
He's just good.
Because when he hits
I'll
and
change it.
when a joke of his really lands, it fucking hits like a truck. But then there's just other points where you're just like, maybe not. Maybe we shouldn't have done that. But yeah,
Yeah, honestly, like this is just my. I don't remember like much about God character,
yeah.
so this is one where you'll probably remember.
Like eventually, I know that Josh and I plan to go through and basically rewatch the first few seasons,
Oh yeah,
because there is many times where we end up quoting Family Guy more than we should.
Yes. Next up, we have the guy wrapped it, like, covered in,
The greased up deaf guy.
greased up deaf guy.
Um,
I remember every time I've seen this guy, I've laughed.
yeah.
Because is he the... Hmm?
See y'all next year.
He never gonna catch me.
He was in, I believe the first episode he was in was when one of my favorite Family Guy quotes was in, which was the "Holy Crippies a Crapple." Because I believe they released him from the net and they had to try to catch him. I believe that was his first episode. But what's the second category again?
So it's greatest of all time and then pretty good.
Pretty good.
He's in pretty good. Just because of
Because
all...
he's not the greatest of all time, but every
No.
time he pops up, you know what you're in for.
Yeah, I love the character. Tom Tucker.
So this is where this is where things get a little interesting. So not a whole lot of people know this, but Tom Tucker, my bad. He is my favorite Family Guy character.
Really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
And there's one scene in specific that did it for me. I believe it's the episode where I think they go to Bumblefuck or whatever the fuck they go to. They have to leave the house or something. And there's a news broadcast that they're doing outside the thing, and Tom Tucker is like a war correspondent outside the house.
Okay.
And then all of a sudden the camera is on outside the house, and then you hear shots fire. But it's just Tom with a roll of bubble wrap. Just popping off bubble wrap, and the camera turns back to him. And he's been caught. And it's one of my favorite Family Guy scenes of all time. It's just the way they deliver certain lines with Tom Tucker is why he's my favorite character. The way he is. Also, it's the best mustache in television history next to Tom Selleck. So, I have a soft spot for him. So he's in my greatest of all time.
Ooh, okay.
That's it. I'm gonna have some takes.
So the next two are Meg's friends. I
Yes.
think they kind of fit the category of kind of existed.
Yeah, because I can't tell you one thing either.
I
of
don't
them.
think either of them have their own. I've ever had their own specific episode. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before, but I can't recall anything special about them per se. So
Back in like the early seasons, like maybe up to season 6, you could have given Meg the first Family Guy spin-off, and it probably would have done well. Like Daria got a spin-off, right?
mm,
I feel like a show with Meg as the lead, I feel like could have done Daria levels of watch time. That's just me. I always... We'll get to Meg later, and I'll say my piece on
she's
that.
not far away, but we'll get. Quagmire.
Oh, the times have not been kind to him.
No, but he is still. There were good.
Yeah.
There were really good scenes with him.
There are really fucking hilarious scenes with Quagmire. Like the one time he thinks he's gonna have sex with Lois, and it's just like 2 minutes of him making a cocktail. Him stirring a drink and clicking all these buttons just to find out that she's not interested. And he's just wasted 2 minutes of his life going through all this hell.
I remember the time where the time where he just verbally destroys Brian.
Yes.
There's the. What's other good Quagmire? There's a lot of good Quagmire scenes.
There's one where they have to put a cone on his dick in the mall. and then everything starts like turning him on, and he's got the cone on. And I just remember this thing. He starts like jiving around, and he starts moving around. And he's got this thing. He's humping the air with this cone on. And he goes like, "I need some air. I need some air." And then he runs out of the mall. Um, but I also like. It's a hard episode, but the one where his sister goes through hell
Yeah.
with her husband really fucking showed Quagmire in a really good light.
Yeah, it's one of them scenes where you're one of them episodes that like you're like, oh, this is taking a turn.
It's tough to watch that episode, but
Yeah.
it's like one of the best ones they've ever done, in my opinion. Because it a lot of people go through that kind of situation daily. And Quagmire was like the perfect brother in that episode. And there's episodes where he's just the fucking worst character on the show.
Yep.
I mean, just like Stewie, there's episodes where he's the greatest, and then there's the episode where him and Brian have the fucking kids.
I think he goes in greatest of all time still.
Yes, I would agree.
Yeah, but there were times where, oof.
I've just realized another one of my favorite characters is not on this list, and I will get to him later.
Who's not on the list?
Dr. Hart.
Oh, you're right.
He's one of my favorite characters. He's not on this fucking list.
I'm actually, yeah. I didn't realize that until you said it. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, what's all that about?
The fuck is that about? Next up, we got the judge.
Judge Blackman,
Judge
as I
Blackman.
just discovered his name was.
Yep.
I know there are episodes where he has really good dialogue. Like the writing for him, he always seems to have really good jokes. I just can't remember them all off the top of my head. But I would say he's in the good category. He's a great character when they use him right. Another one isn't on this list, and I've just noticed. He was on the last one. We could have taken two of these characters off this list and put Dr. Hartman and Ollie Williams on this list.
Oh, Lee Williams is the one where...
Skull Rain!
Yeah, that's who I thought he was. I was like, let's go to Rain!
Yeah, Thomas Sanders did a Vine back in the day with Al Roker. And Al Roker quoted that in the Vine, which was perfect.
The next one is Peter's mother.
Thelma.
Oh.
Peter's mom is named Thelma.
Thelma.
Thelma. Like Thelma and
Griffin.
Louise. Yep. And I can't remember a fucking thing about her other than when she dated Tom Tucker.
It's that, and yeah, I think, yeah, because she's not in many episodes, at least not to my memory.
No.
We've not watched the thing, so I could be wrong, but
No, we could like when the 10th comes around, like we're having a Family Guy day. But yeah, I wouldn't put her in the shits. I would just put her in the kind of existing.
Yeah.
Because while she did have like a character arc, at least in one episode, I just can't remember anything else of it.
Yeah. Now it's time for some wacky flavor. I've played 2 men.
Al Harrington.
Al Harrington.
From Al Harrington's Wacky Waving Inflatable Arm Flailing Tube Man and Not So Funny Plywood Cutout Folk Art. No, wait. Crudely Painted Not So Funny Plywood Cutout Folk Art.
There you go.
Yeah, there, the whole thing. I love him.
So do I. Steals the
want-
show every time he's on the screen.
I want product shirts with his business.
I'm
logos.
surprised he doesn't have any.
I desperately want shirts of him. So yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna feel confident enough to put him in a greatest of all time
Yep.
category
That's why I put him.
because he is a perfect character. 'Cause,
I
like,
love every time he's on screen. This is just our opinion.
he's what happens when like a cutaway goes good. because he's a cutaway gag.
Yep.
But he's a perfect cutaway gag.
Next up is Meg.
The most underrated character in the history of the show.
Ooh.
Yep.
Ooh.
Like I said, I'm gonna have some fucking takes.
Oh, this is
video.
a take I don't know if I can get on the side of there.
I seriously think, and I know it's halfway because of the writing, but I think Meg is the most criminally underrated character on the show. She deserves more justice. Like, I'm still 100% of the idea that if she got a show like Daria, the thing would have done numbers.
I don't think. I think you put a lot of hype on Meg.
I know. And I know there's some storylines that they've done with Meg that are really fucking bizarre.
But she slept with Quagmire.
There's other stuff that Meg's done in certain episodes that are great. Like, I can't remember the name of the episode, but the Gonna Buy Me a Rainbow episode, where they have their own Partridge Family, and they have a family band and all that stuff, and Meg's the vocalist. That's a great episode. There's a lot of really good Meg moments. They just give her so much shit. And I get why. Because every family needs the outcast. But, like, at the same time, Meg is... Yeah. Like, there are episodes when we rewatch them, I will show you why I think this.
Because any Meg scene... I think the part that made me, like, start to dislike the Meg character is not like anything the character itself did, is because they read it the same way so many times.
Yeah.
That there's nothing new with it, so it just became a stale character to me.
Yeah. That's why I don't like it, because I know that there's potential in her character.
Because, like, to me, the episode that frustrated me the most on Family Guy was the one where she yelled back at them.
Yeah.
And then they just had it end with her just going back to the spot she was at, and I'm like, that's so fucking dumb.
Yep. There are so much good qualities in her character that just don't use it. So, I don't know. I don't know where I would put her. But in my personal opinion, she's the most underrated character on the show.
Okay, well,
I don't think anything can change that opinion for me.
Okay, well, let's see. I don't think she's greatest of all time.
Okay.
I can't put her there.
Okay.
I can't. Based on both of our, like, you love thing, I don't have that feeling towards her.
Yeah.
I think pretty good, fine.
That's fine.
So we'll put her there for now. I put her above the greased up deaf guy because I'm pretty sure she's a better character than that.
Yes.
Okay. Now we got Barbara. I forget the last name. Pewterschmidt.
Pewterschmidt. I don't like her very much.
That's fair.
Yeah, I don't really have an opinion on her because every time I've seen her on screen, she's just kind of bland.
I've never...
And again, I also just spent like 5 minutes putting over Meg. I just spent 5 minutes putting Meg over, so like, I don't think my opinion of Barbara Pewterschmidt should mean anything, but I've just never really gotten anything from the character.
Well, Meg's had jokes and good scene. I can't tell you a single good scene involving her.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Because is she in kind of existed, or is she below that?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
What?
What'd you say?
Is
Sorry.
she in kind of existed, or is she below that?
She kind of exists.
Okay. There was only one person I know for sure is going in the shits, and I don't. Hopefully, I don't know what the reaction will be.
I don't think you're going to get any pushback from me.
I don't know if you know who it is.
Well, actually, it depends on when we get to it.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know if you know who it is. Okay. Next. Oh god, you literally just looked up his name. What's his name?
Bertram.
Bertram.
So, he has a warm spot in my heart, and only because of who he's voiced by. He's voiced by Wallace Shawn, which is one of my favorite voice actors. For those who don't know, if you grew up watching Toy Story, he's Rex. If you're a young Sheldon fan, he's Dr. Sturgis. Anything that Wallace Shawn does is gold, in my opinion.
I kind of wish they kept him around longer. This character.
Yeah.
I think that's the only thing that makes him not able to go into the
Oh, yeah.
top category or anything like that, because he's not around long enough.
He's going in pretty good for me just because of Wallace Shawn.
I also love his scenes with Stewie. I think all of them were.
Oh yeah, his scenes with Stewie are great.
Yeah, it's not like he's just because he has to have good scenes in order to be.
I just remember more of the fact that I know Wallace Shawn voiced him.
Yeah.
So that immediately wins me the fuck over. I just barely remember most of the Bertram storyline. I remember them fighting in mech suits or something. Something crazy like that.
We got. Oh god, what's her name?
Bonnie.
Bonnie
Swanson. It's the character that was pregnant for fucking decades.
This character became very boring very quickly.
Yeah, at first she was great because Jennifer Tilly was the original voice of her. And then she got a little too busy. So then Alex Borstein took over, basically just doing a Jennifer Tilly impression.
It didn't help that they didn't because they made her. What was her character for a while? Did she just hated Joe?
She just hated Joe, and then she was pregnant.
Yeah, that's her character.
And then she gave birth, and then it became bland.
Yeah.
If it was based on the first 3 seasons alone, she'd be greatest of all time in my opinion because her writing was so good. But after that, it just kind of took a nosedive.
Is she still around, that character?
I think she's still around, and I think Tilly might be back to voicing her, but I don't know. I would put her in the good category.
Okay.
Because she did have her moments.
Just good.
Yeah. I just remembered Cleveland's other son's name. In my head. Rallo.
Yeah.
That nice little voice.
Okay, what's this guy's name?
Bruce.
Yes.
Bruce. It's like Al Harrington to me. Any scene he's been in, I've laughed my ass off.
Yeah, he's very good.
Yeah.
He's in Grace. Is he in Grace all the time too? Or is he...
I'd say he's pretty good.
Okay, he doesn't steal the show as much.
Yeah, no. You'll get my opinion in the next second, though.
What?
I said you'll get my opinion of the next character in a minute.
Okay. Okay. I actually don't remember what his actual name is.
Carter.
Carter Punishment.
Greatest of all time.
Oh!
Yes.
Oh, you better give me an explanation, sir.
He's my second favorite Family Guy character of all time. I don't know what it is. The fact that he treats Peter like absolute garbage.
Yep.
Because let's face it, sometimes Peter deserves that shit.
Agreed.
The way Seth voices him, like, there's like Seth doesn't have a whole lot of different voices, but for some reason Carter Pewterschmidt stands out like he's so different than every other character. The writing is so great that the one-liners that he gets are just so good. Like, I'm struggling to think because I'm on the spot, but Carter is one of my favorite fucking characters of all time. For damn sure. He's definitely my second favorite of all time. And when we go through our watch through, that'll become very apparent.
That he's your greatest? That he's, your,
He's in my greatest, and he's my second favorite of all time.
Okay. Oh, Jesus. Do I let you put Tom Tucker and Carter Pewterschmidt? Greatest of all time. I mean, there's one I'm putting there that you might. I think you'll probably agree with me, but if not, I don't care. What's mine?
I just spent 5 minutes putting over Meg, so I don't think you'll have as hot of a take as I will for certain things.
All right. So I put him there. We'll see where we hear the rest of these people. The bartender guy. I think that's who this
Horace.
is. Yeah, I think he just puts in kind of existed, unless I missed something about him.
You're good. They tried to make him like the Mo of the show, but it just doesn't work.
Yeah, but no one can be Mo.
No.
You will actually have to tell me about this one, because I don't remember this character at all.
Vinny?
Yeah, I don't remember him at all.
I don't know much of his story. I don't know much of his episodes. That's a thing where we'll have to get to the watch through.
Yeah, because this is one I don't remember his.
All I know is that he's Italian, and that he was the dog that got after Brian died for that one half a season, and I can't speak to the way the episodes were.
Yeah.
That's something that I'll want to experience to get my own opinion of Vinny.
We'll put him in kind of existed for our sake, because he doesn't fit in the other two. But this is one where it's just lack of knowledge.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like once we know more, then we'll put in the comments that you found opinion on Vinny or something.
Okay, next is
Cleveland Jr.
Cleveland Jr. I don't remember much of what he did in this Family Guy.
All I remember is one thing from the Cleveland show, and he was singing about how he was balls deep in love with a girl.
Well, yeah, because he gets more stuff at thing, but I think do we base this just off Family Guy, or what do we?
That's the thing. That's why I don't like the fact that Donna's here, too. Because I don't have an opinion of Donna. If I was to watch the Cleveland show, then I would.
I think Donna at least appears more times in.
Probably more times in Family Guy than the Cleveland. But then, I was about to say, then the Cleveland show. That doesn't make fucking sense. But she probably does appear more than Cleveland Jr.
I really think she appears more times than we think she does.
Yeah.
I mean, he probably does too. I just don't know if he's ever had any specific, anything.
Yeah, I can't remember.
We'll put him.
So I would just. I would put him in good.
Put him in good? Okay.
I'd put him in good because if just basing him off of what I remember, one segment from the Cleveland show and a few things here and there from the first season when he was, skinny Cleveland.
Yeah.
He's a pretty, likable character. That balls deep in love song is fucking amazing though.
Cleveland Brown.
Shit. It's gotta be like the greatest of all time, right?
Yeah, I think he has to be.
It's like I was just thinking about his. I'm no meteorologist, but I think it's raining bitches. That line's incredible. Um, Close the window. You're letting all the stank out. It's another good quote. Oh, and then my favorite Cleveland quote. Oh, that's nasty. That's got all my stank of the day in it.
I love Cleveland.
Yeah, he's greatest of all time.
The neck. What's her name? What is the person?
Consuela.
Consuela. I want to put her in greatest of all time.
Agreed.
Okay, I'm glad we agree on this. I love every time she is on screen.
My favorite one is in the Stewie Kills Lois episode. When they're trying to find Stewie. So they go to the Hall of Justice or whatever.
Oh yeah, no Superman not here.
No, Mr. Superman not here. Yeah, but if you see this baby.
No.
This is stupid.
Mr. Superman not here. My other favorite one is when they're on her and Chris are on the bed, and Chris goes to grab the blanket, and she goes, no, you fat, keep you warm. I can think of a bunch of scenes.
Yeah.
And then there's the one where she's just like, no, I sleep here. It's like, no, you can't sleep it. No, I sleep here. Love every scene of hers.
Yes.
Death.
Rest in peace, Norm Macdonald. Voice-wise, character's amazing. Plot-wise, and like just episode-wise, he's just kind of there.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. I love Norm Macdonald.
I actually enjoy a fairly good amount of. I enjoy a good amount of stuff with him. I don't think he's like greatest of all time or anything, but I actually enjoy it.
It's probably a character that I will have to like reacquaint myself with. That's why I'm more excited.
Because him interacting with Peter is hilarious.
Oh yeah.
And the time he hurts himself in the house.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's in good.
Yeah, okay.
He's at least in good.
Yeah, I just have to rewatch episodes with him.
Joe Swanson.
My third favorite character of all time.
He is definitely greatest of all time.
Yeah. Damn it, Bonnie, you lied to me about the poop sack! Which is easily my favorite Joe quote. What's the other... my other, oh, what the fuck is the quote? Give me a second. Hold on. Yes, now I remember. This is my wheelchair. There's many like this, but this one is mine. And the phone rings. He goes like, "Shut up!" And the phone goes like, "Okay."
Yeah.
So that, and then just listening to Patrick Warburton just scream, "Oh my god!"
Peter, what the hell? Where'd you get that thing?
Yeah, so good.
Very good. That's why he's good. It's not that I love Joe.
Yeah.
What
Diane Sawyer.
I think yeah.
Yeah. She only had one memorable thing, and that was it to me.
That was what?
And she only had one memorable thing, and that was it to me.
Yeah. The fact that also she She was a murderer.
That was the one thing I remember.
Murderer!
So that's another thing where I need to rewatch her stuff.
I don't know if
Yep.
she ever had a standout things as herself. I feel like most of her stuff was like off of Tucker
Yeah.
and being like the brunt of a joke.
Yeah, wasn't there one where her and Tom Tucker would like blitzed on a stream or on an episode of the show, and like Tom like smashed her head into the fucking desk
Oh, that might have. I don't remember.
for like a minute? Yeah, I just don't. I don't have much of an opinion.
Okay, so this next one.
Jesse. That's the dog's name.
I feel like it's the category. This, but I feel it's just the category of the shits.
Yeah, I don't know why it's here.
It's not a character that has no substance to it.
Yeah.
It's just a dog.
Yeah.
It should be dead dog. Put the thing out of its misery.
Yeah, although there is a character that's like literally
One episode.
Dan. But yeah, Jesse has no like relevance whatsoever
No.
to anything. Jake Tucker. I love his voice, and I love that he's just a fucking angry little bastard.
I mean, I feel like you would be too if your head was upside down.
Can't remember if there's ever an explanation of why his face is upside down.
I don't.
But I do like the character, but I just don't know. I don't remember enough shit to really put it into perspective, so I would just put it in good.
Would have been good. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm now looking up quickly, see if I can find if they ever did. Yeah, they never. I don't think they ever give.
Okay. Huh. All right.
No, so I guess he was. Yeah, he was just born that way, and then they have an oil company dumped waste into the lake, and Jake comes out of it as a normal-looking dude, normal-looking kid. So his head,
What?
because he goes into waste, he comes out
Okay.
with his head back normal.
Weird.
I don't know why. I just read that. That's amazing.
Donna.
Donna.
Like kind of existed.
Yeah.
She has more of a thing in the Cleveland show.
Yeah.
If it was the Cleveland show, I'd have a proper opinion. But also, I haven't watched much of the Cleveland show. I should.
No, I haven't either, to be honest. All I know is he's friends with like a bear.
Yeah, there's old friends and new friends and even a bear, don't you know?
Evil monkey.
Pretty good. Not greatest of all time because they eventually made him talk.
Yeah, they gave him a backstory.
They gave him a backstory, which was so unnecessary.
They gave him lore.
They didn't need lore for the fucking monkey.
Even the evil monkey, no. What happens to him? Someone kills him, right?
I don't think they kill him. I think Peter beats the shit out of him. Somebody beats the shit out of him.
Yeah, I don't remember. Something happens to him. Rupert. I don't know what I do with this.
Yeah, neither do I. A great accessory.
That's the thing. It's not a character.
Unless we're basing it off the one time they gave like Rupert a muscle fuck body and had him with the one head, right?
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, it's just there. Put him with the dog.
Although I feel like he's more part of the fucking thing than.
Yeah, I'd put him just right beside Stewie then because he's
He's part of
Stewie.
Stewie.
He's part of Stewie. He's part of
He's-
the pack.
He's part of the package. The twins here.
The twins, annoying as fuck.
Okay. I
Fuck
actually don't remember any scene of theirs that isn't just like one time.
All I remember is them cracking jokes, but every fucking joke they make is the fucking same, and it's fucking stupid, and they're annoying. They're not the shits, they're fucking annoying. They're the definition of fucking annoying. Don't like them. Can you tell?
Find the chicken.
Ernie.
Ernie the chicken.
Ernie the chicken. My favorite Fortnite skin. Pretty good. Pretty good. If he had, like... I wish he'd just have more of a presence, somehow.
Well, yeah, there was I remember there was one where his wife leaves him for a giant cock. That is the joke.
That's amazing.
He's in the hospital. I think he's about to die, or he's in like thing, and he said everything's gone bad, and his wife has left him for a giant cock. And then his wife, and the giant cock show up, and Peter's there, and Peter says, "Oh my God, that is a giant cock," and that's the joke. And I said, "That's fucking incredible. Well done."
That's hilarious.
That's a great joke.
I would just put him in pretty good.
Yeah. Who you want to put pretty good?
Ernie.
Yeah. All right, the next one.
Oh, yeah.
This was a bit tougher to do.
Yeah. Especially nowadays. I mean, in general, but still. How do I do this? How do I approach this? Because I have opinions on the character. But, you know.
I think the part that always confuses me is they had this character, and you knew what the character was. They described what the character was. And the joke was we all knew what the character was. The part that threw me off is the one other episode where they tried to make them a hero. Remember, because they had the one guy who was like a Nazi or something like that?
Yeah. So, here's what I'll do. Because I don't feel comfortable basing him off of, you know, the elephant in the room. What I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about my favorite use of him.
Okay.
Which was when he was Obi-Wan in the Star Wars episode.
That is very good.
Yes. I, just based off that performance, would put him in good.
Put him in what?
Put him in good.
Good, okay.
Also for the line, "Get your fat ass back here." But the character is just very... It's one-dimensional, but it's also, like, very hard to watch sometimes. Like... It's... Thank God Chris wasn't younger than he was.
Yes.
Right? To the point where I feel like it would be more uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But Chris was at least in his teens. It still isn't right, but it's less uneasy. But the best use of Herbert was when he was Obi-Wan in the Star Wars episode. My favorite use of him, at least. So, yeah.
Chris.
Yeah. So, now it's... Speaking of Chris, it's Chris.
It's Chris.
I'll let you answer this one.
Ooh, okay. That's hey.
Heads up, you're gonna hear a bag opening.
I think he's pretty good.
Yeah.
I think he's pretty good based off of like scenes. I think there were I'm trying to figure out how to word my issue with Chris because I can't figure out how to word it.
Okay.
I feel like most of the time they didn't know what to do with the character.
Yep. That's where I'm at with it.
I think at some points they kind of... Because I think there was also times it felt like in my mind they backtracked with him.
Oh yeah, they did a lot. They backtracked with him a lot.
Yeah.
There are great quotes from Chris, and there are decent episodes that involve a very Chris-heavy plot. But then all of a sudden, the next time he's in an angle, they just completely make you change your opinion of the character. I think my favorite episode that had Chris in it was the Dixieland episode or whatever it was. The one where John Deere tractor on top of a pig.
Yes.
Where they were in Bumble Scum. Or whatever.
Yeah.
And he falls in love with the trans. Well, not even the trans girl, just a girl.
Trailer park chick.
The trailer park chick, yeah. So, I think that's my favorite episode with Chris in it. Other than that.
Yeah, so I think he's pretty good.
Neil Goldman. Aside from a few quotes, I don't like this character at all.
Okay. That's fair.
Yeah.
I think mine's pretty much that with the next one.
Connie D'Amico?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like her either. She's annoying.
Where do we put Neil, though?
I'd put him in annoying as well.
Okay. So them two are annoying.
Yeah. Opie.
Yeah, I have no idea where to put this guy.
Just based on why the character exists, I feel like I'd be doing a disservice if he wasn't in the shits.
Okay.
Because he's a character that exists for laughs, but it's at other people's expense.
Fair.
And that ain't right in my mind.
This one's gonna be interesting.
Ida.
This one's interesting.
I'm gonna put this one in kind of existed.
Okay.
Because I don't know much.
Well,
And I feel like
there's
if
a scene where
there's a scene where what?
Where he becomes a she. That
Yeah.
episode, and also where she fucks Brian.
Oh, okay.
And then that's why. And then Quagmire beats the shit out of Brian.
Right.
Because I remember he hides under the bed and shit.
Okay.
But yeah, kind of existed still.
I need to see the episodes to get a full opinion.
Yeah. The next one, I don't know. Because I don't remember much about this character, but I know, like, who she is.
Angela.
Yeah.
Yeah, Angela was Peter's boss at
Yeah.
the brewery. She was voiced by Carrie Fisher, and she had some great dialogue. But I would put her in good.
Okay. Brian.
Oh, okay. I'll let you take this one first.
Okay. Because because Brian has his good and his bad. He is a character who there is great dialogue. He's great in scenes, but his character also becomes somehow way more annoying as time goes on.
Oh yeah.
Because he just becomes like a most annoyingly bitter character, and I know that's probably by design.
Yeah, he becomes very
Don't.
fucking political.
But I game so. Like, yeah, but there was such good. Like, him and Stewie always have great.
Yeah, the Road 2 episodes are amazing.
But then there's episodes where also the whole fucking thing is Brian being fucking. Not believing in God and all that, and that's the whole fucking episode. And it's like. That's not needed.
Uh-huh. Sorry.
And there's also time where because Brian went from being like a fun thing to just his character was he's a jerk.
Yeah.
I think that's what makes it more.
I'd say up to season 5 is when Brian's at his best.
Yeah, and then it went downhill.
And then it started slowly going downhill, and then all of a sudden it took a fucking nosedive.
Yeah.
To the point where I'm not comfortable putting him in greatest of all time.
No.
Because now he's a shithead. They brought him back from the dead and he got worse.
They brought him back from the dead because people didn't want him to die, but then it's like.
And then he got worse.
Yeah. Because I think there was part of me that think they killed him because they didn't know what to do with him.
Right.
So they're like, okay, let's write him off. He's dead. Then Fan got backlash so much. They're like, okay, we bring him back and guess we'll just make him an asshole then, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. So I would put him. I'd put him in pretty good.
Okay.
Based off the first 5 seasons.
Now we got
Mort. Take back your fucking horse.
That's like the only good. That's the only the second only other thing of dialogue he has.
Right, he's got a few good lines.
Hmm.
He's got a few good lines. He's got the. Why isn't the time machine working? That one's a good one.
Oh, because the other one I think of is Muriel. She was so kind.
She was so good. We were married.
That's my other favorite one.
She was so young. She was so beautiful. We were married. I'd say he's pretty good because even when he's in the pharmacy and they're giving him one-line dialogue, it's usually pretty funny. And then the whole Road to Germany episode in general, he's written so well.
I don't know what to do with this next one. I'll let you decide this one.
Dylan?
Yeah.
Kind of existed. It's a one-episode character.
Okay.
At least to my knowledge, I think he is.
Who is he again?
Brian's kid.
Okay.
Because I remember they got stoned together, and then all of a sudden he became a goody two-shoes for half an episode.
Yeah.
To the point where, if they would have kept him around, they could have done some interesting story stuff, and maybe brought in Meg into it. experimented a little there, but no, they just decided to ship him on back to Boston or wherever the fuck.
Peter.
The most quotable character of all time, but also like somehow the worst human being of all time. Because there is some shit that he's done in this show that, like, people say Homer Simpson's a bad person. No,
No, because at least Homer Simpson have some fucking moles.
Homer Simpson's tame. Peter's a fucking asshole.
Yet somehow he's like the. It's hard to not put him in the greatest of all time, though.
Yeah, because he did. Up until like a certain point, he was like the greatest character of all time.
Like you literally can't. The show. Most of the shows don't work if he's not there. Like you can't. I don't think there's many episodes where he's not. Like I don't think there's probably barely any where he's not in it.
The only ones that he's barely in are the Road 2 episodes.
Yeah.
Especially the first one. But even then, he was like trying to get it on with Lois or whatever. But greatest of all time.
He has to be in it, yeah. I think this guy,
James William Bottomtooth the Third.
He's a one-off, right?
I think he's only shown up a handful of times.
I know one that he shows up, and that's about it.
Yeah, I don't remember anything he does.
The only reason I remember him is because he's also the guy that does this. You can't understand a fucking word he says.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know. I wouldn't put him in the shits.
No, he's not the shit. He's not annoying.
Kind of existed.
Yeah, I'll put him at the top. He kind of exists. He's the one that can move the good if they use it.
I think we'll agree on the next one.
Oh yeah, greatest of all time.
Oh fuck yeah.
Oh yeah.
Fuck yeah.
You can't do wrong with James Woods.
Probably the greatest recurring character in the history of family.
Yeah, he's fucking incredible. Every cam he's on, he's fucking incredible.
Yeah.
I think this is another one-off, right? The next one?
Makes me like it. Jasper?
Yeah.
No, he pops in every once in a while, but
okay,
it's normally when Brian needs advice.
I just remember one, so that's a sure thing I know.
Jasper is funny. I just don't remember much, but I know he pops up more than once because it's usually when Brian needs advice.
Yeah.
And it was called Jasper. Other than that, I'd just say he's good.
He's good.
Because when he pops up, he pops up, I'm entertained. The next one, I have no fucking idea.
He's gonna kind of exist. I know he shows up more than once, but I don't think he's ever like.
I think he's a regular character now.
I just don't. Yeah, but I don't think by what I've watched. I don't think he's ever had.
Yeah.
The only thing I know was I think he's one of Lois' ex.
Yeah, because didn't she do the porno with him? Maybe?
Maybe. I don't remember. Okay, I want you to tell me your opinion of the next one, Jillian.
Jillian?
Yeah. Because I have my opinion on her.
I'll let you.
I hate everything about her character.
You hate everything about her?
I literally hate everything about her. Because I hate dumb blondes, like that's it. Like that's your character, which is literally what her character was.
Well, I think she's more of a parody of the stereotype, just to the extreme. I she has some good lines, but other than that, she's mostly annoying.
Yeah, because I find her extreme. Like, I don't remember many times I've enjoyed her presence.
Yeah, there's only like one episode I really actually enjoy her presence, but it's only for a brief moment. I can't remember what it was, but I know I enjoyed it. So just put her in annoying. Put her at the top of it.
Do you remember this next one?
Yeah, Kevin Swanson, the shits.
Okay.
Can't fucking stand him.
Okay.
Such a fucking jackass. Like, I don't even think it's anything the character does. It's the vibe he gives off. He's just a fucking jackass.
The Kool-Aid guy.
Greatest of all time.
What?
Yep. Sue me.
I might.
The greatest running gag they've ever had.
You never thought it got annoying at one point?
Huh?
You never get annoyed by it?
I thought I would, but then they did the episode where he just didn't come through the fucking wall. Remember that?
No.
They did the episode where he was supposed to come through the wall. I'll send you the clip later, or I'll show you it later. He was supposed to come through the wall, and then all of a sudden he was just out having a cigarette. The minute they did that is when it became the greatest running gag ever. Because if they didn't do that, then I would probably think it's the most annoying thing ever. But the fact that they did that, it's so good.
Because I know only one. Because I remember the only one I remember. Because I know they've done it a shit ton of times. The only one I truly remember is where he breaks through the wall and then he just like slowly
Backs out.
backs out. But I don't remember which episode that is.
Yeah. Yeah, and then there's one that Stewie, I think, kills him.
Yeah.
But I'll let you put it at like the top of pretty good.
Okay.
But I think he's the greatest running gag.
Because I'm about to say there was some greatest of all time.
It's him and Ernie the chicken that are the greatest running gags.
Him and who?
Him and the chicken.
Yeah. Lois.
Good. That might be a hot take, but I just don't know. You know what I'm trying to say? Don't like her that much.
Yeah.
There's some episodes she's really good, and then there's some episodes where I'm just like, why do you exist?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that sounded like a bit of a dick towards people that like Lois. I'm just gonna put it at that. Do you have an opinion?
So Lois to me is it's literally, you described it well, where there are some episodes where she's really good, like her in the Her versus Stewie one. Fucking
Yeah.
great.
Oh yeah.
There were times like I think the one where she became a fighter and then
Yes,
started
that's
beating
great.
up everyone she saw. Pretty much.
Yes, the whole family fight scene is one of the greatest Family Guy scenes
Yeah.
of all time.
So there's always good moments, like I can think of moments involving Lois I enjoy.
Yep.
But there were many episodes where she's not really part of the story or she doesn't need to be.
Yeah. Yeah, so I just say she's a good character, but
Yeah.
there's a lot of it where it's just filler.
Then again, I think this is one thing, because if I look at Pretty Good, there are some characters who I feel like
Yeah.
I don't know if Lois. I think Pretty Good is where I'll put her.
Okay.
Because when I look at her, I'm like, is the greased up Deaf Man really more of a better character than Lois?
Yeah, fair. Fair point. Loretta.
Loretta.
She's a great character. Um, what a great bitchy personality.
Yeah.
Like, whoever voiced her, I think it was Alex Borstein that voiced her.
I don't know.
But great attitude. The Cleveland Loretta Quagmire episode is just a great episode. Yeah, when she popped up, it was very, very, very funny. I wish they did more with her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Where would you put her?
I would put her in good.
Good?
If they did more with her, then she'd probably be in pretty good.
Now, I love these two guys every time they're on screen.
Yes, probably the second greatest running gag of all time.
I'd probably say, to my opinion, they're the greatest. That's
Yeah?
my opinion. Because I
Okay.
enjoy them more than I enjoy Kool-Aid Guy.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know if they
I'll let you properly judge this one because I do know these guys get killed off,
Yes.
and then they come back as ghosts, and then one of them's in hell because Johnny liked little boys.
Yeah.
But
Because I think, yeah, Stewie killed. That's another one Stewie kills because they were just like, well, look, we're all sick of the running gag.
yeah,
I don't know if that became a thing people got tired of.
I don't know.
I think.
Now that you mention it, yeah, I'll let you rank them.
What, the next one?
I'll let you rank the Vern and Johnny.
Oh, I put them next to Kool-Aid Guy.
Okay.
I think if both of our greatest running gags should be in.
Yeah.
This next, I don't remember much. I think. I don't know.
Mr. Weed.
Yeah, I don't know how many.
He was at least in the first 2 seasons.
Okay.
I wish they did more with the character
Yeah.
because he was very funny. He was Peter's boss at the toy factory when Peter worked at the toy factory. He was also the person who brought Joe Swanson into the show. So he's responsible for the birth of one of my favorite lines in the show's history, which I mentioned earlier. A character that I don't think they should have killed off.
Yeah, I don't know what they did.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't have an.
Same with another character that we're about to get to. I wish they fucking did more with it. But he's gonna go good because when he did show up, he was fun. I just wish they kept him around. I have no fucking opinion whatsoever.
They were married.
Yeah, they were married.
They were married. That's about all she's good for. And getting stabbed. So there you go. She kind of existed.
Female Mort, but not funny. Is what she was.
She's not annoying. She's not the shit. She just existed.
Yeah.
But I think she's about the poster person for kind of existed.
Yeah.
What is this guy's name?
Francis Griffin. Another criminally underrated character.
Obviously, she was in more episodes.
So do I. I can't remember if we ever got like a proper like episode with him and Carter on screen at the same time.
No.
If we did, it probably would have been the greatest episode they've ever done.
I don't think the two would cross paths.
I wish. Because I love Francis Griffin. I don't know what it is about the parents, especially the father figures of Lois and Peter, but they just outshine their own children.
I think what I like about Francis more than Carter is because Carter is like a spoiled rich guy who's a snob, right? And just a dick. Francis is just a pure, just has no reason. He's just an asshole.
He's just an Irish bastard.
Is he even? Is this him?
He's Irish.
Is he Irish?
He's Irish or Scottish? I know he's got an accent.
Because I know he's revealed he's an Irish. Peter's Irish, but I don't think so. I don't think.
Well, that's why I thought he was Irish all the time. It's because it's just Francis is fucking Irish. I swear to God, he's Irish.
Hold on. Now I'm.
Whoops. I just broke that.
Irish American. Okay.
Yeah.
Irish American Catholic. That's what he was.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. So I think he's in like the top of pretty good.
The top are pretty good.
Yeah. I fucking wish they didn't kill him.
I agree.
If Herbert's still alive, so should Francis.
I think this is like a. I'd have nothing on this.
Olivia?
Yeah.
Olivia's well written, but she's so she's probably just gonna go good.
Okay.
Because the episode she does have with Stewie, it's like it's the great rivalry, will they, won't they kind of thing.
And then he sets the. Doesn't he like kill her? Sets her on fire or something like that? That was my thing.
Sets the house, the cardboard house,
The cardboard house on fire.
which I know why that's a thing, and it drives me nuts.
Okay.
I know where they got the idea for that,
Okay.
and it drives me bonkers. So, yeah, she's good.
The next one I put in kind of existed because I feel the rest of Meg's friends probably.
Yeah,
I was like,
I would do the same thing with Principal Shepard.
With which one?
With Principal Shepard, the next
Okay.
one.
Jesus Christ.
Good.
Good. Oh, okay.
Good. Where would you put him?
I always didn't know if he was. I didn't know if he was good, like thing or pretty good.
Good.
I do love his character.
I do too, but it does get kind of repetitive.
I think it's just me and Jesus, like that
Yeah.
episode. I think that just makes him like the fucking best thing because I find that thing hilarious. Also leads to one of my favorite. That episode has one of my favorite lines of all time in it. Which is when the cow goes, "I'm gonna stick my head out the window," and goes, "Woo! I'm in Hollywood." Then they do.
Yes, then I do it. I was literally about to bring up that quote. That's another one of my favorite lines.
That's what I want to get.
It's the second
"Woo,
time.
I'm in Hollywood." See, I told you I'd do it.
Yes, then I do it. Yeah, it's so good. That episode makes me hate the trash man.
Next guy, yeah, he's in the shits just because I don't know what episode he's in. I don't know anything about this guy.
Is a terrible name too.
Oh, I need to find out.
His name is Seamus.
Not for next guy. No. I want to find what episode. That guy isn't, because...
Yeah. Super fucking productive during this whole thing.
Wait, that can't... No, hold on. That's not right. That can't be right.
That's not right.
Anyways, okay. I'm going to move on.
What?
I can't find the answer to that question.
That doesn't spread.
Okay, Seamus.
It's pretty good.
Pretty... Okay, I do love every time he's on the screen.
Yeah.
He's at the top of pretty good to me.
My favorite use of him is when he's in the sauna. And Peter just goes like, "How is this working? How are you in here?" And yeah, it's great. And then the next one, obvious agreement.
Greatest of all time.
Greatest of all time.
Greatest
Like,
of all time. Because nobody messes with Adam Wee.
He has easily almost all of my favorite quotes. He's just the fucking best.
Nobody messes with Adam Wee. I'm a tomato. There's a time he shoots cats at someone, doesn't he?
Hold on, give me a second here. Oh yes, that's a good one. Sorry about my pet cricket. He has restless leg syndrome. Fuck. Great character.
Yeah, he's greatest of all time. I must will always be greatest of all time. I have no idea on the next three.
Next three. Susie Swanson gonna go because Stewie did the whole fucking Bryan Adams cover in that one episode.
Yep.
So that was a good thing, but like other than that, I wouldn't really.
Kind of existed then.
Existed. Now Carl. I have an opinion on Carl.
Okay, that sounds serious.
Serious. I love Carl.
Okay.
Because Carl is me. If Carl was bitching about music, he would literally just be me. Because all he does is talk about movies, and he's voiced by the same guy who does Archer and Bob Belcher from Bob's Burgers, so like he gets a pass there. But yeah, he's literally Kevin Smith in Family Guy. So he's at least going in good, if not pretty good. I genuinely love his character.
Okay, put him in good.
He's just like me. And then Trisha Takanawa. She has some funny lines.
Yes.
So, probably put her in good.
Alrighty, that is all of them. There are going to be some ones on here that are going to get them. This is what I'm curious. I hope people comment.
Yeah.
If you're watching this, and you get to the end of this, and you see the bullshit that we have put on some of these, tell us where mistakes we made and where you would put them.
Yeah, where we went wrong.
Where we went wrong, which probably a lot of places.
Yeah.
So hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Let us know what we went wrong. And we will see you for the next thingy we do.
Yeah.